Oh, well, I mean, Walker was throwing the ball really well, so I had a little bit of a concern there. But when Ian hit that second ball, the concern kind of dissipated. That ball was really, again, properly struck. That had that second gear on it. His first home run was crushed, too. But the 5-run inning obviously put us back in a pretty good position. We just haven't been scoring that many runs, but then all of a sudden we did, and that's how this game plays sometimes. Good defense, and again, ran the bases well. I have no problem with Riz trying to go to third base on that ball. It was a perfect throw by Dexter. And then Jay Wood had the awareness to stop and get in a rundown so that Riz could definitely score. Schwarber 3 walks. I thought was outstanding. I reminded him when I was walking upstairs, when you're walking, you're hitting. I've always said that to my hitters. That was beautiful, actually. That's going to really, even more than the home run, that's going to heal him quicker, I think, what he did today. But Happy was good. Up and down the lineup, we played well. We played well. Ronnie had a tough day. Other than that, man was pretty, and of course Kyle was not himself, but the bullpen was pretty good.
Before moving on, you had decisions to make.
Yeah.
Pinch hitters, relievers. Maybe go through a few of those, especially the relievers' decisions, whether to go 1 inning or 2 innings.
Well, I had in my mind to go 1. That was where I was at. Wade was not available, so I was going to go 1 inning. It was going to be Grimm to Ronnie to Stropey to Edwards to Uehara. That's what I had.
Is there any thought at all for Montgomery just to go along with that?
He was extra innings. I mean, you have to plan for extra innings also. So I was holding him back. Plus, this is a right-handed dominant lineup. And actually, he's really good against righties. If you look at his numbers, the only part that is incongruent is his walks to strikeouts versus he's walked a lot of righties. I think he's walked more than he struck out. If you look at his overall numbers, they're fantastic. You take away the walks, he's like one of the best relievers in the National League. But you always, in the back of your mind, somehow, knowing because our starter was out so early and the game was tight, I'm thinking extra innings also.
Joe, you've talked about the atmosphere here numerous times, but coming off the road trip, 120,000 the last 3 days, how much did that lift you folks after that road trip?
Well, they were there. It was fantastic. Obviously we did play better when it came to offense. It's always good to be here, man. I mean, our folks are wonderful. It is the playoff atmosphere on a nightly basis. That's not an exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. That's who we are here. It's a wonderful place to play baseball, man. And then to have us come back and give them something to get into, that was awesome, too.
You talked about Happ before the game and how you were just kind of waiting for him to get hot. Was there something that you saw?
The double to the left field line. I mean, this guy, they struck him out a couple times, but he's really dangerous every time that bat comes through. He's going to continue to do a better job of knowing what to not swing at. That's pretty much what it comes down to. He doesn't have to do mechanical adjustments. He doesn't have to spend 1,000 hours in a batting cage. It's a focus thing. When he really, and he has a good idea of the strikes. And when he really refines it here now, heads up. If he forces the ball over the plate from the other team's pitchers, he's really going to get hot.
Joe, would you say maybe some of those conversations with Almora, this is how it pays off? He has a good at-bat.
Great at-bat. Well, the big thing we've been trying to get these guys to do is use the opposite field. I mean, that's a big part of when you get into a rut. Pulled ground balls, trying to do too much, pulling off the ball with your head, all that. The fact that he had done the right field line was even better that he did that. That was pitch was down, and he sliced it in that corner, and that was a big moment, obviously, in the game. Kyle just was not himself. 82 pitches. Things just weren't working in his favor. And before the inning began, I told Boz, if this happens, we're going to do this with Grimmer, and of course it happened.
Talked before the game just about trying to get time for Almora and Jay.
Yeah.
And they both kind of hit.
Well, John Jay is such a valuable baseball player. I mean, it's like I was thinking about. It's kind of like John Havlicek, the sixth man in basketball, becomes famous. He's the sixth man here. You could pop him in there, and it's like instant offense. You know something good possibly can happen. You know he's ready. So I was thinking about him. He's almost like a really good sixth man in basketball. That's his fault.
What did you think of Ross and Boone doing the stretch from the right field?
I was too. I didn't even know I was too involved at that seventh inning. I was going to say, what inning was that? Sorry. I was too involved in the game. I didn't really pay, and I could unplug all the time. I just didn't unplug.
Joe, one more on your decision.
Sure.
You have a pregame plan. You talked about that. How often would you waver? Like, Grimm is going well, or Edwards, a second inning? Do you ever waver based on what you see? I guess if it's 6 pitches, 8 pitches.
No, I mean, Grimmer. Part of that also is if the guy's been struggling at all, get him in, get him out, get him in, get him out. Now, when it's absolutely necessary, then like Stropey, what Stropey did today, that's the guy. He was the linchpin of that victory tonight. Was Stropey. I really thought that based on what I'd been seeing more recently of Ronnie, this was like perfect. That part of the batting order for Ronnie, even if one guy gets on, here comes Strope versus maybe the 9-1-2 because he's been really good against lefties. Also, Stropey has. So I didn't mind, the pinch hitting component of it. But it didn't work. It just didn't play out because Ronnie had a tough day. So you have to go to plan B. Miggy was great. I had a double switch with Miggy right there in order for Stropey to do what he did. Miggy got it. It was a very active game.